Kame House Party!
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Kame House Party. I am Aaron.
And I am Vince.
You are listening to the only improv comedy Dragon Ball rewatch podcast in the known universe. And you're great for it. This immediately makes you a wonderful, kind,
Oh my
and
gosh.
caring person.
The stat boost you get from listening to this episode is going to carry you for a long time. Like the cooldown on it is really short because these come out weekly, and the buff that you get, it stacks every week if you listen.
Yeah.
So it's infinite stacking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they really need to nerf us, but they never will.
They never will because we're integral to the meta of the game.
Yeah, there's too many top tier players that would top tier listeners who would get mad if they tried to even our AOE.
Oh, you can't.
If they reduce that.
You reduce our AOE. What's that really gonna do? It's not gonna change the strategy.
Yeah.
It's like if Magic the Gathering got rid of blank tappable land cards, you know? It's just, they don't need to exist, but they do need to exist.
They do. For those artifact decks. Anyway, what I'm saying is that thank you for listening. We're gonna talk. We're talking every iteration and episode of Dragon Ball. This week is no different. But before we get into the episode we covered, we have to do a little Kame housekeeping. We got to clean up, get everything ready. And the first part of Kame housekeeping is the world famous and UN sanctioned 1 minute roundup. Whip sound.
I think that this is the perfect land to build our new family home. I've seen the areas around here, and I don't think we're going to get much better than this right here.
Yes, Papa. We need build the house so I can have a room to play in.
Ah, yes.
Here's a hammer.
Thank you, child.
Here's
Thank you,
nails.
child.
I have a bunch of nails in my arms. They're all loose, and I'm spilling some of them. But here, please hurry, Papa.
All right, child. I'll get to working, but you know what they say, Rome wasn't built in a day, you know?
Rome's an entire city. This is just a house, so, transitive property.
All right.
Damn it.
All right.
Stupid math.
And scene.
Look, that is a Western-themed improv scene that we do to loosen or tighten our improv muscles, whatever the occasion calls for. And it leads us and when someone breaks, I think this might have been the first math-related one, where someone broke. That's when we stop and we can move on to the 1 minute roundup proper, which is where one of us, this time Vince, has to summarize everything that has happened in Dragon Ball thus far. The entirety of OG Dragon Ball, 97 episodes of Dragon Ball Z, intergalactic, planetary, to hell and back, just a cavalcade of destinations. Planetary.
Planetary, intergalactic.
He does have to do it in the Beastie Boys cadence.
Oh, boy.
No. We can't add that to this now.
Oh, I might try it, though.
All right. I mean, look, every improviser knows the Beastie Boys game, the Beastie Boys warm-up, where you just try and make a rhyme.
You rhyme on beat. It's that simple, that easy.
Yeah, can you... It is simple. But we're not going to do it for this. But Vince has to tell all you folks what has gone on in the world of Dragon Ball in under a minute. So you don't have to go back and listen to our old episodes. You don't have to go back. You don't have to go back and watch old episodes of Dragon Ball like we have done for the past couple of years. You can just hop into the latest and greatest episode of Dragon Ball and latest and greatest episode of this podcast. So without further ado, Vince, are you ready to round up? I put
my gosh.
a little too much pepper on that one, but are you ready to round up?
Yes, I am. Yeah, that was for the video folks. Watch me push my glasses up on the bridge of my nose because I'm ready to round up, and here I go. So Dragon Ball, about collecting Dragon Balls, you get to make a wish, you collect all 7 on Earth. Goku starts out a little bunky boy. He's got a little tail, goes on lots of adventures. He meets Bulma, Yamcha, Oolong Poir, Master Roshi, the Ox King, Chi-Chi, Korin, Kami, Popo. He meets all those people along the way. He fights the Red Ribbon Army and fights in 3 Tenkaichi tournaments. He defeats Great King Piccolo. Then he defeats Piccolo Jr. Then 5 years pass. Now we're into Dragon Ball Z. Goku's brother from space comes in. He's Raditz. He kills Goku. Goku dies in the process of defeating Raditz. Then 2 more Saiyans show up. It's Goku and Vegeta and Nappa. Goku beats Vegeta and Nappa. Then they have to go to Namek to get all the Dragon Balls back and wish their friends back to life. Along the way, they run into the Ginyu Force and Frieza Force. And now Goku's fighting Frieza. And the battle has been long and arduous. And Krillin is dead, killed before Goku's eyes, which turned Goku into a Super Saiyan. He's even more powerful than you can ever imagine. He's got blonde hair and blue eyes. He's fighting Lord Frieza, who's about to release his maximum.
Hey, pretty dang good, I think.
Ooh, I hope so. I hope that was worth it.
It was. Look, I'll pull down the curtain. We had a little technical difficulties, a little misstep in the beginning. So that's you had to do it. You didn't do it twice, but
I had to start.
You had to start
the
again,
hardest
yeah.
part is stopping and start. If you get a false start in a sprint, that's one of the worst things that can happen to you as a runner.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get back on there. Your start's all off. So.
And it is one of the worst things that can happen to us as a podcaster.
It's awful. Nearly crashed this podcast.
I would not wish it upon my worst podcast enemy. But thank you for the roundup. No further information is needed, and we can move on to the last part of Kame Housekeeping, which is letting you all know that Vince and I, we dang done watched 2 different episodes of the version. Flip it and reverse it, we watched 2 different versions of the episode.
Yeah.
Thank you. So, all right, it's going to be one of those. All right, just accepting it.
It's going to be giggly. It's going to be giggly.
It's going to be a little goof troopy. So, I watched the English subtitled version. Vince watches the English dub version, and we do this because it is fun to compare and contrast. Sometimes there are interesting differences that we can goof on. And the first difference is usually the title. So, Vince, will you please give us the title for your episode of Dragon Ball Z?
Certainly, my friend. Here comes the English title for this week's episode, which is Dragon Ball Z episode 98, A Final Attack.
Again, it is one of those titles where I definitely have those words in it.
Man, these Russian doll type titles with just titles inside of titles.
Yeah, it's titles all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
But my title for the original Japanese language, roughly translated for episode 98 of Dragon Ball Z is... Oh no, did I write this wrong? I will be the... Okay, no. I know what Apple did to autocorrect. Okay, here we go. The title is I Will Be the One Who Wins. Risking Survival, a Final Attack.
Okay.
No exclamation marks.
No exclamation marks in that one.
No.
That is the most surprising part. There's no one exclaiming who will be the victor.
We don't know who wins. I doubt if this is a final attack of any kind.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't think any character like Goku or Frieza ever utters that they are about to use their final attack in this episode. But it is an interesting one. It is one that I absolutely do not remember occurring. Like,
Oh no, yeah.
because in my brain space, this whole saga is condensed to like the moment where Goku finally turns Super Saiyan, and then the next thing that my brain can retain is when Frieza cuts himself in half. But like now that we are re-experiencing these episodes in like almost real time, like on a weekly basis, it's maddening how long this 5 minutes is already taking after they've established it for the last episode.
Yeah, I looked on the Funimation app and I saw like I was like, let me just do a quick count. I was like, oh, that many till we're back on Earth, huh? I won't say how many. Y'all can look it up, but it's gonna look. Namek's gonna take us into the summer, baby. That's all.
Yeah,
That's all I'll say.
It's like almost an irresponsible amount of episodes we have to go through for this. Like, but this episode is I liked it to just get that out there, and just kind of starting with the opening is finally Goku and Frieza fighting again instead of just talking about fighting and about power and whatnot. The animation looks really good. Frieza and like Goku's got Frieza on the ropes. Frieza's kind of running away. I liked in mine at least. Goku has a line as he's chasing Frieza. He's like, "Hey, yo, what's the matter? You're the one who started this battle, remember?" I'm like, "Yeah, Goku's slinging it."
Goku, cocky throughout the
Cocky.
entire episode. There's, I think, with like the cool, the environment's very different from normal Namek, with a giant pit and constant lightning. So you get like, there's a good sense of scale in these fights. You get that they're traveling some pretty big distances as they're coming to blows. Frieza, I think the fight ends, or this bit of the fight ends with Frieza doing like, he does a spin dash.
Yep.
He saw Sonic 2 in theaters, like, that's a good trick. Let me try it. And then doesn't do anything with it. He just then like force pushes Goku into the ground. He creates the Grand Canyon.
Yeah.
As he falls
Again,
through.
like to your point, the scale in which like the repercussions of these attacks in this battle, it's really cool. Like in my notes, I called it a pressure attack Hadoken from Frieza, and yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Like I'm trying to think of another like, look, I know I talk about Naruto a bunch, but this is very reminiscent of when Naruto was at its peak during the Great Ninja War arc, the fourth Great Ninja War arc, I must say, where we are seeing power equal to like changing topography of land masses, like cutting mountains in half and creating valleys from, massive attacks and stuff like that, which is very, very cool. And then with, like you said, with the backdrop of a dying planet, gets even cooler. So
yeah, it's cool shit. We get a shirtless Goku. He's just got a little bit hanging on the shoulder.
Ooh, hubba hubba.
Yeah. I mean, I assume it was Toriyama in the manga, but whoever's doing continuity for this clothing after the fight, God bless him.
We salute you over here at Kame House Party. Wherever you are and whatever you're doing, we salute you.
That's gotta be so difficult to keep track of.
Because do you think Toriyama's like looking at that and saying, no, because of this attack, this part of Goku's gi is ripped. You can't have it. Like Frieza's attack is not going to singe the shirt. It's going to tear it apart. It's not fire that he's being hit with. It's energy. That are those conversations what's being had in the back rooms of the animation studios.
As someone who half jokingly forgot a whole character exists, I doubt if he's that deep into it.
That's true. It's 100% true.
He's just like, check still cleared. Yeah, his shirt's probably like that. That makes sense.
He's like, let's go get some lunch. Why does that sound so familiar? Because I get lunch every day. Yeah,
Oh, that's
it.
why. I have some pickles, some rice, a chestnut.
Yep.
Who else's food?
Can I get the cooked radish, please?
Radish, carrots, just how about a whole planet worth of vegetables?
And of course, it's Toriyama, so everybody's like, get the man all the vegetables he needs.
Yeah, get him. He's like Goku. And Toriyama's like, who?
Yeah, Toriyama's like, go karting. We should go karting.
We should go. I love Mario. Man, why didn't I invent Mario?
No, that's a different universe. A Toriyama Mario.
Where, okay, pitch time. Mario wants to be the best player there is. He goes on magical adventures.
The seven magic pipe pieces.
To form the ultimate water treatment system. You can wish.
You could wish for anything to be flushed.
Yeah. Luigi's, instead of a classic coward, he's a classic horn dog.
Yep. And who does Mario meet first? Does Mario meet Daisy first, or does Mario meet Peach first? Who's the Bulma of the Mario universe at this point?
It's probably Peach, because I think technically the way they have it paired off now is that Daisy's with Luigi.
Right.
It's kind of, although I've seen I've seen art where it's handsome Waluigi and Daisy in the foreground and a sad Luigi in the back. I don't see below the frame. I can only assume what his hands are doing currently.
There we go. Of course. But I think we could keep mapping, because like Wario is Nappa, Waluigi's Vegeta.
The Wa saga.
The Wa saga. The Waga.
After Mario's up, there's a baby Mario floating in a bubble somewhere that they steal.
Baby Mario equals Gohan.
He's from a planet of plumbers called Earth. This ain't.
I mean,
Mario Z, Super Mario Z.
I mean, I'm here for the Switch version of Super Mario Z. I would play the hell out of that game and corresponding card game.
In that sense, then Koopa would be a Piccolo type, so they do become boys,
right? And that makes Yoshi Nimbus, or is Yoshi? Could Yoshi be like an oolong or a poir, because they are useful, but not in every iteration or saga.
Is Yoshi a baby? Because he just Pokemons it, right? He just kind of says his name.
Yep.
He hasn't really. He doesn't really have dialogue.
Oh, easy. Yoshi's Icarus, Gohan's little dragon dinosaur friend.
Yeah, you're in one episode, buddy.
Yeah, he's in one episode. It's the Gohan save the cat moment where the Gohan is a pure boy, and then eventually jumps off of Icarus's back, pushes him into a hole.
There's not really an old man mentor character. There is an old Toad, right?
It could be an old Toad. Old Toad is Kame or Roshi.
Toad Hermit.
The Toad Hermit. And then regular Toad is Popo?
Is he Krillin in this instance?
That's who we haven't gotten to.
He's got some Krillin energy, I'll say that.
He's always getting into trouble. Never super helpful in the adventure, but is like giving you some information.
He's on, yeah, definitely an on the sideline character.
Mm-hmm. Monty Mole is Master Korin.
That makes sense. You got to copy me. I'm gonna pop out. Yeah, instead of a tower, you got to dig to the center of the earth.
Mm-hmm,
That's where God lives. You got to come see me, Mario.
Oh man, I mean, there you go. Nintendo, Toriyama. We've built you an outline. Now go off and create.
Yeah.
Do what you must.
Give the script to Chris Pratt. Let's get it in the can.
I still don't feel good about that casting. But
No, it's real bad, and everyone should hate it. Rightfully so.
it's just weird. It's just weird.
I know AI. We all know the actual answer is to AI voice Bob Hoskins.
Yes.
Or get Captain Lou Albano back. Look, let's just go. Look, you're never gonna do it. Just multiverse Mario.
Yeah.
There's enough of them.
There's the framework is already built. Mario Galaxy. That's it. Just going from world to world, or just quit. Dilly dallying and give us the Kirbyverse movie that we all deserve. Or he doesn't say anything. Kirby is unvoiced in the film, and you're just traveling around eating stuff.
He's a little tramp type character, Charlie Chaplin.
Oh, exactly. And he's just like, hi. That's it.
His famous catcher, a Mr. Bean, if you will.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Kirby. Mr. Kirby's big day.
Flipping everyone off. He tries to swallow something, but he gets stuck on his head instead. Or he's the thing that gets stuck on someone else's head.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We can build this out.
Look, we can't spend podcast time discussing our 10-year plan.
Yeah, we'll take that off. We'll take this offline.
We'll circle back. And we're back with Frieza. I think we might have skipped this a little bit in the previous episode. But Frieza again is like, oh, by the way, I'm not at full power. I'm like at 70%. And I'm remembering some dialogue in this episode and also the last episode where Goku's like, oh, I know why you're not a hundo. It's because you can't handle it, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go 100% for too long. Your body's small and weak.
Yeah, that little white and purple body ain't going to do it. You need a strong, Saiyan body to get that power.
Look, I'll go ahead and say you need 10 fingers and 10 toes to hold all that power. You freak.
You got 12. You're a few shy of the deck.
Yeah. How about some ears? That's how I dissipate the heat when I power up.
You know how I got to be so strong? I cut off my own tail.
That's wasted. That's sucking up all your power.
Mm-hmm.
It's not rated for your power level. You got to cut that thing off.
And Goku's all mad. He's like, "'Cause Krillin tried to help you. Krillin tried to take your tail off. You didn't let him, and then you blew him up."
Yeah, Krillin was being a boy. And then I have a little dialogue from Frieza in some internal monologuing. He's like, once I'm at 100%, I can finish this fight in a minute. No, 30 seconds. I'm impressing myself.
That's good. In mine, Frieza is more he's trying to like play Goku's Saiyanness. He's like, I'm not even at full power yet. But don't you want to see what it's like when I reach my maximum? And then to himself, he says, just like a Saiyan, he took the bait.
Interesting, because that puts a little bit of the responsibility of what's about to happen. That puts some of it on Frieza, which I'm not, because it takes away from Goku's whole thing a little bit.
Like, yeah, it does. It does kind of pose an issue in like the next scene, which is kind of buffered by Bulma having the worst, continuing to have the worst like minute and a half of her life after thinking that the planet was exploding and that she was
Mhm.
going to die in the vacuum of space, to now the force of wind and the planet shaking that is being occurred by Goku and Frieza's fight. Almost, it's like it's bad. She's like falling into the ocean.
It's we'll get to what happens, but it's Gohan trying to find her while the planet explodes. Bulma being in imminent peril, just hanging
Mhm.
from cliffs. We'll, I mean, we might see the conclusion.
Mm?
But first, we have to see Frieza doing a very long power up scene, as his Dragon Balls want. He gets real bulgy.
Yep.
He gets a bunch of veins, and he gets veins in his tail, and I hate it.
Yeah, the expression of strain that Frieza's going to, channeling all of his power into his body, and becoming bulbous and swollen. It hurt, really hurt. I I have experience with this as a youth. I worked out a lot to get bigger for sports.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was put on like a weight gaining diet where I was
Ooh,
eating like
okay.
Cliff Bars at lunch and peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before bed, that kind of thing. And I was working out every day to the point where I went from 155 pounds to 175 pounds in an off season. So like that was the
Oh my
spring
God.
season. And yeah, I developed stretch marks on most of my body because of that, and because I was growing like an absolute monster. So
They were you were super soldiered.
yes, I was super soldiered by the Wilmington Friends training staff. Yeah, they did. What they don't tell you in Marvel is that Steve Rogers just ate a bunch of food. He ate a
When
bunch of
he
calorie dense stuff from the early 2000s.
Yeah, that weird coffin they put him in. The super serum was just it's actually a time stop. He just they threw a bunch of sandwiches at him and said, "Hurry up."
Just eat. Eat. We need
That's
you. We need you to start next year.
that's dude, that's so wild. That an organization had so much say on a young man's body and his development. It's not when you talk about it in this context, it's not great.
It doesn't sound great, but I
Mm.
consented to all of this. I worked
And
closely with
but
a
you're a minor,
trainer.
so you couldn't. Did your parents?
My
Did
parents
they know
knew.
what was going on?
They knew what was going on. This all aligned with my goals at the time, which was like the next year I'm going to be a starter on the football team.
Okay.
And I achieved my goal. Started sophomore year, got kicked some ass.
What was your position? I don't think you've talked about football too much. What was that
Football.
position?
So I went to a really small school. So I was a lineman
All right.
primarily. So I played
Really?
both sides of the line. I was left tackle, right defensive end. But that's not that I played every position on defense. So I played defensive lineman. I played outside linebacker, inside linebacker, and I also at one point played strong safety. And then on the offensive side, I was left tackle, probably sat in at guard at one point. I also played quarterback for half of a season, which was really fun. But yeah, I was just freshman year, I was just not strong enough. And then I had to get stronger. So
You animate the hell out of it.
I animated the hell out of that. Yeah. So yeah, I tried watching the football anime. That's all. and I was like, this is too weird. It's very it feels wrong. Like it's just like this isn't how football really works. You can't, to a point, but
But look, that's impressive.
yeah,
You had a
football.
goal, you
Yeah.
achieved it at a young age. Your body just couldn't contain all your power.
I was too thin, and yeah, so I have stretch marks on the inside of my shoulders,
Mm.
and I think the ones on my bicep eventually have gone away, but then I have them on my knees and my hips. The knees and hips, I think, are more because of my freakish growth spurt, like that I kind of had two of over like 2 summers. Like I had a 6-inch summer going into high school, and then I grew another like 4 inches after high school started.
6. I wake up sometimes with a 6-inch summer. I'm like, what? There were too many directions to go. I had to pick a road.
Well, I think you picked the right one.
Same state, just
Mm-hmm.
many different ways. It's you freeze it up.
I did. I freeze it hardcore.
I'll go ahead and say definitely nowhere near as gross as this gray and pink man becoming
Yes.
bulbous.
But while, similar to how I had a responsible adult in my ear over that period of working out a lot, Goku gets a call in his ear from King Kai, be like, "Hey Goku, I know you can hear me. Goku, are you gonna answer me? Goku, this is King Kai speaking.
I see you in the window. Your car's in the driveway. Wait,
Goku.
I know this is kind of corny, but we're gonna go with. Hold on, Goku. There we go. Look, I see you in the window, Goku.
No.
Your car. Also, I'm on the phone. Okay, there we go. Doing my object work. Don't do the hang 10 for phones. I gotta
Don't do it.
pretend like I'm holding it. Goku, your car's in the driveway. The lights are on. The TV's blasting. Chi-Chi's waving at me. Can you answer the phone?
Chi-Chi, tell him I'm not here.
I see Chi-Chi yelling at me. I don't hear her because I'm on my other planet.
He's not here.
Okay, I've read the lips. She's saying, "You're here." I knew it.
Hey, King Kai, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What? Well, I got a new phone, new brain. Who dis?
You need a new brain. That's for sure. Craned him. Anyway. Hey, can you attack I know you're at home for a sec, but can you attack Frieza while he's powering up, for the love of God? Now's your chance.
Nah.
What?
Look, I don't really know why, but this is how I want to do it. So, I also want you to take me off can you put me on, rather, your do not call list?
That's a confusing way to put it.
Put me on your do not call list.
Okay. I can do that, but I'm just saying that Sprint has some really great services that maybe you're not taking advantage of. Look, I got to get my telemarketing's hard. I got to get my personal calls in whenever I can. And Goku, you need to switch to Sprint and fight Frieza right now.
No on Frieza, but I could probably. You guys merged with T-Mobile, so I can get better coverage, right?
We have so many towers now.
Oh, like Corrin's tower, right?
Yeah, we put a cell tower on Cord's tower.
Is Corrin there with you?
Hold on. I can 3-way him. Boop, 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 boop.
Yo, Kame, what up? I mean, King Kai. Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
I mean, look, we're both God. What's a God?
You both show up. You both show up as God on my phone. I'm very sorry. What's going on, King Kai?
Same area code. Look,
area code 000.
The first. Look, what I'm saying is, Corrin, you love that cell tower we put in there, right?
Oh my gosh. I now have 5G speeds on my phone and tablet wherever I go.
Yeah. So Goku, can't you? Yeah, Corrin, he loves the service.
Oh, Goku's here? Goku,
Yeah,
you got to get on this T-Mobile service. Or is it Sprint? I forget.
I mean, Sprint. Look, Sprint and T-Mobile currently merged, so it's in they're still working out the branding. They might do a whole brand change. We've been getting emails
Ooh.
about it here at the office.
Goku, did you hear that? There's a brand change coming to Sprint. You should get in now while the iron's hot. Also, why aren't you fighting Frieza?
That's what I mean. Aside from getting him to make the sensible choice when it comes to phone coverage, I'm also trying to get him to make the sensible choice when it comes to fighting Frieza.
Okay, guys. So I've been thinking a lot about what you've been saying about Frieza and T-Mobile, and
Sprint T-Mobile, continue.
and I just want to know, like, if I turn in like my current Dragon Ball radar, do I get like a rebate or something?
It depends on how old it is.
Yeah, for example, Goku, I turned in my old Yajirobe for a brand new Yajirobe.
Yeah, hey, what's you talking about me, the new Yajirobe?
This Yajirobe is 5G and Wi-Fi 6. This Yajirobe goes everywhere and anywhere I go.
Yeah, I can eat beans wherever.
Hear that, Goku?
5G
beans.
Yeah, you gotta get these 5G sensu beans. You heal so much faster, and you're full for 8 days.
No more buffering. You're full for 8 days. Goku, you gotta get on Sprint T-Mobile.
I can stream Ultra HD beans from the comfort of my home. I mean, I gotta pay more for the Netflix plan, but it's worth it.
You guys have convinced me. I'll do it.
Great. And fight Frieza right now while he's powering up.
Sorry. There must be some kind of interference from Frieza's maximum power level. I gotta go, King Kai and Goran.
He didn't sweat the sprint soon enough, and this wouldn't have happened.
Another reason why you should also sprint to Sprint.
Tee up, T-Mobile. And scene. I do have a quote from Goku. And there's some revelations here. So Goku, after he acknowledges King Kai, he's like, look, I don't think I'm gonna get a second chance to quote, see the strongest scumbag in the universe.
Wow. I don't think I'm going to get another chance to see the strongest scumbag in the universe. That is a Super Saiyan ass quote, you know? He's acknowledging the massive power that he's facing, but also saying it fucking sucks. In mine, Goku is like, there's a little bit more in the dialogue questioning Goku's sanity a little bit. Like King Kai is like, I don't know if that power's gone to your head or what, Goku, but you should listen to me. And also, if you don't answer me, I'm gonna start telling jokes.
Oh no!
and it's only until King Kai starts telling a joke that Goku's like, fine, whatever, I'll talk to you. But in mine, the reasoning that Goku, well, first off, Goku says, I'm fine. For some reason, this is the way I want it. Like, this is the way he wants to fight.
For some reason?
Yeah. I think it gets explored, like, on the other end of this commercial that we have coming up. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, I felt like they were kind of building in my version, they seem to be building up, like, Goku doesn't have his full senses. Maybe this power is too corrupting. Like King Kai even says, like, I don't know if this power's gone to your head or what, Goku. So, you know, they're leaning in that direction more for the dub than like just like I want to fight. I want to see how strong this dude is.
There's a little bit of that in mind, but it's not as bad. It just seems like Goku's like, dude, he's done this before. He wants to fight the strongest guy there is. This is not new territory for Goku.
Yeah.
He loves this shit, and now we're definitely going to pause.
I was going to say.
Because Silent Hill just happened.
Aaron, you gotta go. That's Pyramid. He's buzzing the door. Pyramid Head.
I gotta go. The walls are about to start peeling, and it's gonna rain ash.
Are the walls turning into flesh for you?
Mhm. Yeah, there's that banging outside my door is a man made entirely of legs.
Oh!
Somehow can scream. I don't want to know where the mouth is. So I don't know if you got this in yours, but Goku does have a flashback, and he goes on to explain that one of the motivations for wanting to beat the snot out of Frieza is for Krillin's sake, to avenge Krillin.
Mhm.
And in mine, at least, it's canon, not Nick canon. Goku says Krillin was his quote, "my very best friend." It is official.
Yeah.
He put a ring on it.
He put that friendship ring on it.
They are best. They are canonically best friends,
You know what?
according to Goku.
Let's hit that button because that is canon, not Nick Cannon. It's true. Volunteer Kame House Party hosts, get in here. It's true.
Finally, he said, it would have been nice to hear it when I was alive, but, I'll take it. Just sitting here in the afterlife lobby.
Yes, you're Goku's bestest friend.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Well, I'm King Yema. Nice to meet you, Krillin.
Yeah, I didn't meet you the first time because of some convoluted rules, but
Well, look, you didn't say that you knew Goku, and now that you know Goku, guess what? Poof, you get to keep your body.
nice. Although there's some cute clouds I saw walk by. I don't know if
Hey, this
What?
is heaven. It's okay.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, what are the any ground rules I should know while I'm here? I guess I'm here for a while. That was the second time I died, and
So you're kind of stuck here. You can hang
Mhm.
out in the lobby for whatever you really need.
all right.
For a
Some
while. If you
vending
want to
machine I
run Snake
see.
Way, it's that way. You just
that
got to go
sounds
past
hard.
the Oni concierge. They'll get you all set up. Don't fall off of that, by the way. Yeah, don't fall while you're here because you'll end up in hell. And those ogres they're pretty mean.
Yeah, Goku kind of mentioned all of that. So there's Snake Way, there's Hell. What's the other part? Where
There's-
do regular people go?
Well, there's the lobby. There's processing. And
Well-
after they go through, after I mark them as present in the afterlife, they just go through that door, and then that's the last I really see of them.
Oh, you're not. Oh, I thought you were kind of the manager of all of it. I didn't realize.
I mean,
you're
I
just
am.
in this. But it seems like it's just this department. That
Well, I
you
mean, I
kind
have
of
I
in
have the
charge
biggest
of.
horns. I'm the biggest
You
guy.
do. You are the biggest guy.
I sit at
Goodbye.
the biggest table.
Remember that show?
Wait, say it again.
You are the biggest guy.
Ah,
Goodbye.
yes, yes. They asked me to be the host of the biggest guy,
Mm-hmm.
but I said I'm too busy doing this.
Mm-hmm.
So
Checking names off a list.
If
a
it
sort of
doesn't get done,
bouncer.
if it doesn't get done, I'm not going to leave this to Kami. No.
Well, he's alive in the real world, so that makes sense.
Yeah. He's totally alive. He's totally alive, and he's totally in the real world. You're right, Krillin.
Wait, what? Wait a minute. Hold on. Are you Elon Musking me? Are you saying that I was in some sort of simulation?
Am I the techno king of the other world? Yes.
Hold on. Let me look behind this door. Creak open.
Oh, no.
Wait a minute. It's Matrix as hell back here. It's a bunch of people. The clouds go into vats.
That's right. And guess what? You already know Kung Fu.
Oh, great. I don't have to sit for 5 seconds as someone puts a disc into a disk drive.
Krillin, you know what? We're going to have a good time. You can just hang out here.
Yeah, I definitely don't want to go in a vat. I mean, some goo. Look, honestly, a nice sit in some warm goo sounds heavenly after the time I've had. But yeah, I'll hang out here. I see there's the vending machine. I'll get some chocolate covered donuts.
There you go. You know what, Krillin?
Does it take card?
It does.
Truly heaven.
And
seed.
Oh. King Yemma making a rare appearance on the pod.
Revealing truths about the world. And we're revealing that we have a commercial. If, dear listener, you are in fact listening to this the day it comes out, then, and it's also the morning or afternoon, this evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, over on our Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Kame House Party. It's our monthly Kame's Hangout. We are, that's it. We're hanging out. It's a Dragon Ball Z themed stream. What did we decide on what we're doing this time?
This time we are diving into Dragon Ball fan fiction. We are going to dip our little scaredy toes into the world of Dragon Ball fan fiction. We're going to see what's out there, see what's driving all you creative type fans who are making your own kind of Dragon Ball content. That's what we're hitting on the next Kame's Hangout. So why don't you mark your calendars for later this evening, 8 p.m. Eastern, and head on over to twitch.tv, set a reminder, and you can check out Tuesday's Kame's Hangout.
Yeah, and while you're at it, if you haven't already, why don't you give that channel a follow? That's free. It's free.
It's free to follow, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Followers are free. That's why we're starting a cult. Boom.
I mean, well, look, that's that's more Q4, but yes, the answer is yes. Of course, we are.
So we'll see you at Kame's Hangout, and we'll also see you on the other side of this commercial. Bye-bye.
Gohan.
Oh, yeah.
Has finally found Bulma. Bulma is avoiding a bunch of rocks, just so many that but she can't avoid them all. She gets hit by one. You think she goes into a crevice that like immediately closes up, but Gohan saved the day. He's got Bulma in his arms, and they're off to the spaceship.
Oh, in yours, Bulma doesn't take the time to criticize everybody one more time?
Lay it on me what she says.
She's like, oh my God, Gohan, it's you. Thank you for saving me. I guess you could have waited a little bit longer than the split second it took to save me, huh? And where's Gohan and where's Goku and Krillin? I think she calls them scoundrels. And I get it. She's mad that she's been left behind. Mm-hmm. But, Gohan doesn't break the news to her, because I would have loved it if Gohan was like, well, Krillin's dead. Okay? He's dead.
Shut up.
Shut up and come with me to the spaceship. Dummy. God. My dad's blonde and cool now. I'm so proud of him.
I got confidence because my dad.
Yeah, I don't have to answer any questions adults give me now because my dad is cool.
You haven't done anything since you've been here. You just caused trouble. You know how long it took me to find you? Because your key's so weak.
She's just like, geez, Gohan, I'm sorry.
No, this is a long time coming.
Okay, Gohan, I apologize. I'm sorry. Was this because of how I got my body taken over? Did I say something mean then?
I don't victim blame. No, you say mean things constantly to everyone. I was on a ship with you for 2 weeks, for a month. Yeah, I lost track of time.
You were really annoying just sitting there training.
We were making zero noise.
And eventually you started touching all my stuff, all the food and things that I had laid out for myself.
Food that was ours to share.
And you kept staring at me what I didn't have when I wasn't fully clothed. Like, what was that about?
I was deep in training. That's just how my eyes were. They were staring out. You're the one that kept coming into my field of view. You stuck your stupid adult butt out that I'm not interested in and kept saying, I hope no one sees my little fanny while they're trading.
Well, I hoped that no one would, but there you and Krillin were.
All I saw was space. Look,
Hey,
Krillin did turn
Hey, are
his...
you saying that I have a big, ugly butt?
You're...
How could you? Hit.
Oh no, we're falling down.
Oh no.
All right, come back up. Whoop. Look, what I'm saying is that Krillin did peek. He peeked a bunch. And then he nudged me and waggled his eyebrows. And I'm like, I am 5. I don't know what any of this means. And then he'd say,
I'm sorry, Gohan. I forgot. You're only a child.
Yeah.
It's Krillin who I should be hitting. That stupid scoundrel.
He's, look, I'll tell you how the ship.
And
see. But yeah, just read the... Bulma, you can't see the look on Gohan's face. Read the room. Now's not the time for being mad about, honestly,
whatever.
anything.
Yeah, because, I mean, Gohan's face, he's so sour. He's like, I just disobeyed my mom. I'm on 10. Like...
He's this is a point in time where if you offered Gohan a cigarette, he would take it.
He would take it.
Absolutely. A little nip of whiskey.
He says, this one's for you, Dad.
So cool. Like, yeah, Jirobe.
You know, Gohan and saving Bulma. We get a cut to the ship where Piccolo is kind of coming back. He's moving a little bit, probably because Chi-Chi, for however long it's been, has still been at the computer screen. Gohan, I'm still, like, at this point she is in the stage of begging for her son to come back. She's like, I'm sorry I yelled at you, Gohan. I'm sorry. Just come back. Just talk to me, please. Talk to me. Then Dr. Briefs explains that, like, the signal cutting out could be because of these reasons. The ship is broken. And then it was there was 3, but the ship was broken was one, and then electromagnetic interference, which means the planet's going to explode soon. He kind of put it all together real quick.
He tried to let everyone know real carefully, like, well, either the ship is destroyed or the planet's blowed up. Either way, it's not great.
Yeah. Of course, Roshi and Chi-Chi are like, what?
I think the thing that we forget is that Dr. Brief's only child is on another planet. And he's been pretty cool this entire time. Like, you know what? That's fine. I'll put my own, like, fears and needs above my own to let you go save your child, and hopefully mine too. But Bulma has been going off on adventures her entire life.
Yeah, it seems like he's never been able to keep Bulma in the house. But again, like, to your point, he could erupt back onto Chi-Chi and Roshi being like, that's my daughter out there, god damn it.
Roshi, Chi-Chi, fuck you. My daughter's there too.
I just met you people, and I built you a goddamn spaceship. My daughter's stranded in space, and your husband is supposed to bring her back. But where's he? Huh? Where is he?
He's not even human. That's right, I don't trust him. He's a stinking alien like the ones that blew up West City. Do you all forget that?
He's just like them.
He's just like, he's power hungry. He's probably fighting some dude right now when he could easily kill him, but no, he's gonna fight him for some stupid alien reason.
Oh, honey, calm down. You're exploding. You're going over the top again, like your favorite Stallone movie. You're going over the top.
I'm turning my hat back. I'm putting a hat on and then I'm turning it backwards.
Take your hat, turn it back forwards.
All right.
Take it off slowly.
All right, here we go. All right. I'm sorry you had to see me like that, cat.
Meow.
Oh, you're right. I'm
Meow.
stressed out about Bulma.
Meow, meow.
She's never been off planet before. I know she's capable. She's the sweet girl of the world. She has zero flaws,
That's
and I've
right, honey.
raised her
Just
that way.
always remember that Bulma has never once died on an excursion. She's not going to now. Scratch is
That's true.
100% right.
No, you're right. Our daughter is invincible somehow. Look, we've tried. Look, Roshi, Chi-Chi, between us, look, we tried a few times.
Oh, I only dreamed of having a second child who wasn't so rebellious, but
Yeah, we just the first time she wouldn't clean her room, we're like, I guess that's it. We gotta
That's-
tell the robots.
that's what we built the robots, we built the capsules, all to keep our daughter safe.
She is indestructible. She's got we ran some tests. Her luck stats through the roof. It was Elden Ring set up. Strength she's not a strength build. I'll say that.
She's all luck, arcane, and dexterity. And luck. Did I say luck?
Yeah, it's a funky build, but it works. It's not optimized, but you know.
Oh, I just got a notification. Great enemy felled. She's fine.
Oh, great. That's awesome.
Meow.
Scratch, don't keep talking about butthole.
Meow.
Fine, I'll give you your medicine. and seed. Well, see our pregame for this week.
Oh yeah,
for more Elden Ring. Yeah, God bless the Breeze family and their wild child who never dies.
That's right. She's never died except for the Boo saga, I think.
Did she die in the Boo saga? Well, everyone dies, right?
Everybody dies in the Boo saga.
I don't know if that counts.
But she
With
survived
the
like
rabble.
the Cell. She survived the Cell saga, like the alternate future. She's always around in an alternate future.
She is. She's the new. We need to target Bulma. That's if I'm a Z villain.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, what's the one constant that keeps everyone together? Oh. Dr. Giro, watching all these people, he was watching the wrong person.
Yeah.
It's Bulma is the linchpin of everything. They're on Namek because of this. Trunk comes back to help them fight the androids because of Bulma.
Mm-hmm.
We have a Goku because of Bulma.
Yep.
Damn it. I still don't like her, but like
Krillin's got his blue-haired tough lady fetish because of Bulma.
Yeah. We got to see the ass of Meryl because of Bulma.
Yamcha became a cuck because of Bulma.
Tien Chiaotzu, I don't think they have any affiliation.
I think they are the only two who like managed to stay away from Bulma long enough that her reach can't affect her plot reach can't affect them.
we don't agree with her politics, but we need a Bulma.
Bulma is necessary. She's a key part. She's like the gravity of this world.
She's one of the universal constants. And it's game time.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of the universe, its fate is very dependent on this fight coming up. Frieza finally very bulbous, very at 100% power. And they kind of have this talk where they're both in the same boat of just like, look, Frieza, I let you power up because I want to fight you at your strongest. You could have blown up the planet right now, but you want to fight me. You want to beat me real bad too, man. We're thinking the same thing. Let's get to it.
Again, they don't want to highlight the similarities between Goku and Frieza in my version.
But that's what makes a good rivalry. They're two sides of the same coin.
Because I think in my experience, like especially with the new super stuff and all the Goku, Frieza, are they friends or not? That kind of stuff. that now makes the most sense based on your version of the show that you watch, because mine is still like antagonistic and like, I'm different. I want to stop you because I'm a good guy and you're a bad guy. You know, the hope of the universe kind of thing overshadowing Goku's pure need to fight. Or what he wants to be Frieza at his maximum, but mostly because he wants him to be as embarrassed as possible when he loses to a Saiyan. And he's like, after I beat Frieza at his maximum, then the universe will be safe forever. Like he'll never try to fight us or anybody ever again. Again, not out to kill the man, just to beat him.
I don't like this. Oh no, Goku's been infected by the Super Saiyan brain. And that's why he suddenly loves to fight and suddenly loves to fight the strongest guy. It's not settling right with me over on your end. Yeah, he's more, look, is he more violent? Is he throwing out, roasts left and right? That's what a Super Saiyan does. It just makes you a little meaner, at least in Goku's case.
Yeah.
But he loves fighting. That's his that's the entirety of his thing. And it's weird to say that because he's blonde now. That's what's actually making him love fighting.
This is just the Western narrative being pushed onto Goku. Okay. Just a reminder, listener.
Our heroes can't love fighting. They only do it for when it's necessary. I'm like, no, he'll fight anyone.
Fight anybody if they claim to be strong.
Parfait I got from the cafe. I see the way you're eyeing me.
Double roast coffee.
On the ground. Disintegrated.
So these are coffee beans, huh?
They transform into a liquid.
I've never fought a liquid before.
I'm getting excited. Glug, 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 glug. Ah, it's too hot.
Ah, it's inside me.
No.
He's like, my tongue.
He won't take us. He's offered a senzu bean. He won't take it.
He throws a senzu bean in the pot of coffee.
Into the pot, yeah.
He's been sitting for a day. He's not strong enough.
It was like a blonde roast. Now it's a very dark.
Don't show me your cappuccino form. Show me your real form.
Yeah.
Pure black.
Red eye. Shot of espresso. No milk. No sugar.
Oh, wait till Goku hears about Cuban coffee.
Oh no.
Oh no. Stop production.
But it's a fight, right? It's essentially, once we get to this point, it's a very good fight.
One thing, as the fighting gets going, because King Kai is against Goku letting this happen. King Kai is like kind of snickering to himself. He's like, and then he says, maybe he hasn't lost it after all. I think in referring to Goku after Frieza reaches his maximum, because even Goku isn't like, oh snap, I made a goof. He seems to still have everything under control.
The majority of this fight is Goku on the ropes, but not completely. It's not a slobber knocker, as they say in wrestling. He still has some footing. I think they finally they take a break, and then Frieza's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just warming up for my final attack." Like the title.
Oh man, you even got the title line. I never got that because again, the pause happens in the fight, but Frieza's like, "Oh, are you out already after one punch?" I'm just like, wait a minute. That's not how this has gone or what I've seen. You've hit him multiple times and he just keeps getting up. But yeah, Goku raises his head and says, well, this battle is far from over.
Ooh, and he again a little colder in mind. He's like, okay, good. I thought I was going to be disappointed for a second.
Oh my God.
Because you're weak. You're weak,
Jeez.
Frieza.
That line though,
Mhm.
you get the coldest Goku lines.
I'm telling you, just being a look, he really did just become a punk. He's rolling his R's. He's got a new hairdo.
Hurrah!
Yeah. And he doesn't take any guff.
It's getting into everybody's face. Don't let blonde Goku go to the club. But look, this episode ends again. Another round of the fight is going to happen, but we've established that there are 5 minutes left from the last episode.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to ask you, Aaron, before we wrap this up, how much time do you think has elapsed? Because we didn't cover this. There's a point where the fighting, they get so fast that King Kai says, this is the first for me. I can't even see their movements at this point. They go into like a pink speed force. So with that, now that I've put that into the picture, how much time has elapsed in this episode? This episode in particular, because we have 5 minutes. How much time in this episode has elapsed? That's what I want to get.
10 minutes.
And
it's so long.
It's so long.
They take so much time.
Frieza's power is up for half of the episode.
Because if we just cut out the weird palette swap they do, that's all real time. All of that is real time. You can't tell me that's like some subjective montage, mise en scene, whatever film arts house bullshit. It's real time. This 5 minutes is gonna last forever.
Yeah, because
we're trapped in it.
I was trying to make sense of like how this condenses into 5 minutes, and it just doesn't. They just don't. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt of that pink Speed Force section taking like that. Like that was a second in the fight. But everything leading up to that, I'm going to say that was at least 2.5 minutes. So we're down to what I would say generously 3 minutes left.
That's very generous.
I'm being extremely generous, but because this is good. The next X amount of episodes, I'm going to try to keep justifying how much time there is.
See. Yeah.
And I'll see if it can even be done.
The easy answer is that just Frieza miscalculated on the time that Planet Vegeta is going to blow up. He lied. He's like, actually, it's probably more like, I don't know, 2 days. But the way this fight is going.
If you want to make that argument, fine. I'm assuming Frieza wouldn't lie in the opposite direction, right? He would lie and say, oh, we have 5 minutes, knowing that it's only going to take 4 minutes for the planet to explode, because he could still breathe in space. So he says. Unless he's lying about that too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, he can.
Well, look, it's going to be a long 5 minutes. There's at least a couple more hours.
Yeah, a couple more hours of coverage of this 5 minute episode.
But let's get to some email. This came in from Master Researcher Nick. They write, first up, following up on last week, so maybe 2 weeks ago, following up on an episode that was in the past. I'm honestly shocked this English line wasn't singled out, especially compared to the original Japanese Kai translation. All right, so we have the also R.I.P. Chris Ayers, of course. So we have this Frieza clip. Let's see what it does.
I think the brat should go next. Up goes the weasel.
Oh, when he blew up Krillin.
Pop goes the weasel.
Did you get that?
I did. I don't think I got that in mind.
That had to be Krillin, right?
Yeah. That had to be Krillin. Pop goes the weasel.
Yeah, I'm a weasel. That makes it. Out of the four of us,
Pop goes the weasel. I'm trying to get that voice, but
get that that Pauly Shore voice.
Mm-hmm. But
buddy.
Oh my god.
So we have that.
Brutal.
That's just, if I'm Krillin, I'm like, wait, what did he just say?
Yeah. Instead of saying Goku help, he's like, wait, what?
Pop goes,
Pop, how do you know about those?
they have nursery rhymes. Krillin, no. All right, Nick continues. Lastly, that I am speech Goku gave was great, right? Obviously, everyone should give a listen to the Kai versions, especially since it's the only time Sean Schemmel says a certain name. All right. So we're gonna some more Goku talk about who he is.
I am the Super Saiyan Son Goku!
Ooh. So I think the fact that he calls himself
Son Goku.
Yeah.
Yeah.
instead of just Goku.
Yeah. He never refers to himself as Son Goku. It's only in like the Japanese version, and this is like later, right? That Piccolo calls him Son, like as a nickname.
Yeah, it's or as out of respect.
Yeah.
Because it's the last name, right? It's a surname. The Son Goku, Son Gohan.
Yeah. I think so. I think that's how it goes.
Right.
Look, I was never a stellar Japanese grammar student. I will say, in the 2 semesters I took, the grammatical aspect, not so great. Pronunciation, I forget my sensei's name. Oh no. Oh. Is that Meguro Sensei? Yeah, Meguro Sensei. Thank you. Sorry, Meguro Sensei. But she always said, like, oh, when you have to speak, you do that very well, but you can't write for shit.
But yeah, thank you, Nick, for sending in those audio clips. If you want to write to us, tell us how we're doing. You got some KHP research. Maybe you have a 1-minute roundup. You think we're bad at it and we should feel bad? Not wrong. Send yours in. We'll play it. You can do that by writing to kamehousepartypod@gmail.com. You can find us all on the socials. Kame House Party is usually how it is. Like we said in the commercial, the day this episode drops, we are doing our monthly hangout, Kame's Hangout, where we will be looking into some fan fiction, some fan manga, doing some dramatic readings of things we've never read before. And you can always, if you want to support us financially, that would fucking rule. You can go to patreon.com/Kame House Party. For $3 a month, you get a nice one-time shout out. For $5 a month, you get mostly weekly bonus content, us talking about anything and everything that we're doing. It's a fun time. People have thought, I assume.
Yeah, we cover everything from movies, video games, manga, a model kit building, you name it. We're talking about it in those episodes. And then you can find us also every Thursday night. We play a variety of games and have a variety of fun at 8 p.m. Eastern over on twitch.tv/Kame House Party. Twitch is also where you can find the hangout of Tuesday if you're listening to this the day it comes out. Gosh, we love you. And thanks for all the interactions on social. You guys are awesome. And
okay, one more piece real quick, because I do think, because this might change everything. Okay, so speaking of social, I was contacted on Twitter by one Bob Murphy. Very, very nice exchange between them, going back and forth. They did have a question, is that, does the Western themed improv scene always have to be a Western?
I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, say that again. I think my brain broke.
Does, that improv scene we do to loosen or tighten our improv muscles?
Yeah.
It is Western themed.
Right.
Does it always have to be?
You must be cutting out or something. Because it sounds like you're saying, does it have to be an improv? Is that what I'm reading? Is that what Bob is suggesting?
It's not. So I think the suggestion is not, does it have to be an improv scene? Because it absolutely does.
Because it has to be an
can't do
improv
anything.
scene.
We literally cannot do anything else.
Right. And if it's an improv scene, It has to take place in the West, right?
But Vince, does it?
Uh,
We can take this offline.
I think we're gonna
Circle
take this
back.
offline.
Take your little ass offline.
Yeah, well,
Show you what's what.
Take your ass offline. You, me, and Bob. We're gonna have this out.
Well, I mean, but we'll see. That's all I could say.
See.
But yeah, thank you for writing that. Okay, now we can let's mailbag closed, podcast ending. We
Right.
can,
It's time to wrap it up.
Mhm.
Because no matter if you are like me and trying to make time dilate, or you are all kinds of sassy because your hair is blonde, you gotta
keep fighting.
Kame House Party.